Now, Way 31 storm tracker meteorologist Grace Anello with 31 triple Doppler.
Let's talk about this weather. It's not nearly as bad out there this morning when I got out of my car as it was yesterday.
Which is kind of psycho, considering that it is still extremely cold.
Yep.
And the fact that I walked out and I thought, oh, it's kind of manageable today.
Yes, I did too.
It's a little bit different, but take a look right now at these temperatures. 21 in the Rocket City right now, sitting at 23 in Decatur and 20 in Fort Payne. We're feeling a good bit colder than this, but it is definitely chilly out there. 448 on your Tuesday and 31 triple Doppler, dry and rain free and staying that way. Now, yesterday we saw a good bit of sunshine, but it just really didn't do a lot for our bottom line. Lucky for us, today is a little bit of a different story. Now, we'll get down to those lower 20s. We're feeling, again, significantly cooler than that. But then we'll start to warm rather quickly. By 8 a.m., we're already close to the 30 mark, and it took us until about noon to get there yesterday. So very, very different. It is, of course, December 16th, and our high temperature almost exactly on average 52 degrees. We're going from feeling like 14, 16, 18 right now up to a high temperature of 52 and sunny by this afternoon. It is going to feel like not just a different state, but a different season. It feels like we all took a trip down to the Florida Panhandle. I do think you will enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and I hope you get a chance to get outside and soak in some of this warmth. As we wake up tomorrow morning, we're just barely above freezing. Generally speaking, still very cold, but compared to where we've been, an absolute blessing. We'll be waking up at 36 in Huntsville tomorrow, 30 in Fort Payne, 38 and 39 respectively in Moulton and Muscle Shoals. Again, you're still going to want a jacket. You may even still want the gloves, but this is a far cry from the single digits we had just yesterday. We will continue to warm as we head through Wednesday afternoon and even into Thursday as well. 52 tomorrow at lunchtime, 56 on your Wednesday at our warmest, and then keeping it in those low 50s even by the time we get to the end of the day. Unfortunately, tomorrow, though, we're not going to see quite as much sunshine. The warmth is there. The sun is not necessarily. Thursday, we're going to be even warmer still, up to 60, but that's when we start to see a great deal of change. We have a cold front moving through on Thursday. It's going to bring us widespread rain early in the morning. Here's 8 a.m. on Thursday. It's light showers, but it is just rain. We'll start to see it turn into some heavier downpours right around lunchtime, and then that lasts with us through the late afternoon and into the evening. We'll see that heavy rain as the front itself moves through, starting around dinner time and tracking east as we head towards the overnight hours. It stretches into the shoals around 9 p.m. on Thursday, and then will dry out on this side of midnight. The rain gets out of the way, but that cooler air very briefly gives us a sizable temperature difference. We'll go from cloudy and 60 on Thursday with all of that rain, sunny on Friday, but down to a high temperature of just 46, a massive change in just 24 hours. And then when we get to Saturday afternoon, we're right back to those 60s. If you get a headache or a runny nose or whatever, when the weather changes a whole lot in a very short amount of time, Thursday, Friday, Saturday are days that you're going to want to pay attention to. Take a look at the rest of the 10-day forecast. That warmer than average La Nina December air, that's really going to start to pack a punch for us in a pretty pleasant way. We will keep it in the 60s for all of next work week, including a Christmas Eve and Christmas Day forecast in the mid 60s. Now, a little bit warmer by about 10 degrees or so than what we would call seasonal, but generally speaking, fairly pleasant.
We can deal with that.
65 and sunny on Christmas.
Isn't that something?
I know it. I know it.
All right. Thank you, Grace.